It's year 2 with Arkansas. We just lost to Ole Miss. Or Oklahoma. We should definitely win this. Last year we went 2-10.
Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso.
So I could be fired
EA Sports
if we
College
start
football
losing.
ready to roll in
I'm not
week
trying to get fired.
3. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the UTEP Miners. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the UTEP head coach before the game, he comes into this game with a very potent passing offense, ranked in the top 10. But today, they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Miners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field first. As we see the dangerous Braylon Russell, he has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. So UTEP's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out wide right, it's Ferguson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They got no one in the
stand. Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Ferguson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Miners will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Buys time to his left. Fires on the move. Just left that ball well short.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson gonna throw it. Look out! Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Bro, it's so
Maybe
difficult.
A miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. They punted on their first
nobody
drive
gets
of the game,
open.
and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Making the adjustment. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a
intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, UTEP. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Working the ground game. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
We're losing to UTEP.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. They're all over it. Swings it out to his running back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Second down to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Bro, it happens every time.
A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I see my mistakes.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's dropped. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nearly intercepted.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Miners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires left. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit. That incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And his first is incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Fires it. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give on the counter. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack,
run the ball.
throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throw away, QB.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The run inside. It's Jones.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air, it's Colson. He lets it fly.
Bro, my star corner can't guard him.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Miners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jones. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first
Imagine
timeout.
Wearing that suit.
They'll
That's
have 2
crazy.
left to work with before
Being
the
their
half.
mascot.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal.
Bro, how? What is this? I don't understand.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there.
We might have to make a league in All-American
We
instead of
got a nice lead. Built
Yeah.
a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pass to 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
Bro.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Tries to do it himself. Got the first down. Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at UMass, taking on the #1 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Minutemen, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the Sun Bowl. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8.
All right. We all lock in this quarter. Put back in KJ.
UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Sets his feet. It's Colson. Extending the play. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Miners will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
I should really be doing right there because I feel like there's...
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Left side is Platt. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And here's a
oh my God.
Behind the line. Defense picks it up. Oh, the big fella running to glory. Takes it in. Touchdown Niners. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, my.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Down here on the Razorback sideline, one storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eyes on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Watkins. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap.
I'm cooked.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're back.
We just got super cement, man. It's too tough.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism.
It is over.
We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
Alright. We're going to do this bye week. We'll take a break for a second. We're going to keep this league going. I'll just cap it if I will. Bro, I didn't even have no actions. No, we're stealing from someone else. Hold on. There we go. Oh, bro. No wins. Dang, bro. Our plan's falling apart. Daniel Oss. I accidentally said. I said that mess. You're right. I mean, do that. Alright. We'll be back when we play this game.